Alright guys, how we all doing today? Once again, welcome back to the channel. Thank you again for your support, as this is now video 5. We are, after this, all caught up on daily uploads on the channel. I'm hoping I can stay that way, stay caught up as well. I really hope you guys are enjoying enjoying these videos. Um, I've now found capabilities on my phone, which my phone is actually the only way I can record, believe it or not. Um, I found capabilities in which to edit a little bit. I'm going to experiment with that this week, try to give you guys a little bit something more exciting than just the content and my opinions, because I know that my personality maybe isn't exactly, certainly you guys' flavor. And I know the background is not quite up to scratch, but a lot of that is because my stuff is still regarding decorations and stuff is still in Muncie, and I'll be getting that out soon. I can't put an exact date on that, but soon. So hopefully that jazzes things up a little bit more. That would be nice. Anyway, but I'm sure. Well, first off, I want to say again, like this is video 3. I'm gonna upload it chronologically. Uh, Consult video 1 if you're just joining on this one. Should be all kind of like listed in a timeline sort of order. Consult my first video for why I was behind, but I was kind of debating whether or not I should do this many today anyway, or just continue to go with it is. But I've got such a schedule lined up that I want to get this out today and kind of get back in that flow. So I appreciate you guys bearing with me on this one. And again, more updates on the other platforms coming later tonight. Most of you guys will probably see them probably tomorrow morning because it's gonna when I get back here close to 9:30, probably it's gonna take me a little while to do all that. So that's kind of where we stand. But anyway, again, thank you guys so much for being a part of this channel, for supporting this channel, supporting my other platforms. Please comment, like, subscribe, message me if you'd like. With recommendations, constructive criticism. I appreciate all of that, seriously. So with that being said, anyway, on with today's video. And while the first video we had today was a bit of a sad one, bit of a downer regarding, fan violence, the other one's a bit, more serious, at least in nature, with NCAA video games and business stuff. But today, depending on your perspective, it's a little bit more fun, as I realized I needed 3 videos, and I didn't have a topic actually written down for this third one. So I just figured, since so many people are talking about it, why don't I share my opinions on Sunday night's USA versus Mexico game? And for those of you that haven't seen it, even if you're not a soccer fan, there's so much that happened that it's on the full game, I believe, was posted on YouTube. If you haven't watched it, like seriously, you need to go do that now, because it was insane what happened in this game. Uh, Maybe if the outcome was different, maybe I wouldn't be saying that, but I think from a neutral perspective, you have to. But basically, in the final of this CONCACAF Nations League, it's, you know, not really a major tournament, but it's a trophy that's on the line. And it's the 2 biggest teams in the region, the USA and Mexico. And the United States winds up winning 3-2. But there were a lot of other things that happened in that game, starting with 3 VAR reviews. And I'm going to be writing about VAR. I think it's on the docket for this week, I think. But keep on the lookout for that. My opinions on VAR, which is video assistant referee. It's basically like soccer's equivalent to the NFL's challenge review system, even though you can't actually challenge that. But but I'll talk a little bit more about that. I think it's scheduled for the blog, whatever it is. Stay up to date on both, hopefully. There were 3 different reviews, 2 penalty kicks, an injured goalkeeper, the U.S. coach getting involved in a collision, the Mexico coach getting a red card. There were fans. I talked about this a little bit in the first game. It was ridiculous. The first video, rather, absolutely ridiculous, throwing projectiles and temporarily injuring 2 players. There were multiple near fights that took place, an injured goalkeeper for the United States, and a penalty kick saved by the backup goalkeeper, Ethan Horvath. An incredible game. And now here's what I think about that sticks out to me. So many fans, whether they're soccer fans or not, will remember the really national embarrassment that was sustained almost 4 years ago when the U.S. men did not qualify for the World Cup. And that brought about a pattern of change to bring in this new generation, this exciting new generation of American players that are regarded as the best that this country has ever produced. And it's long since time that we see that from them, and that we see these players come together and start to produce on the world stage. They have for their clubs, but not for the national team. And now a win and a trophy against one of the best in this part of the world is a huge, huge step for this young team. And I'm excited. I'll tell you, it really does feel as though the golden generation of American soccer, American men's team anyway, has finally arrived. It feels like this could be the start of something, but at the same time, though, in this Nations League tournament, these were two performances that still were not great. But my whole thing is this, and this could be the takeaway from the video. You hear the term signature win used a lot, and what does that really mean? To me, it means that when a team is rebuilding, a team is young, they are starved for confidence, that they need a win to make them believe that they can, to give them a foundation to build upon. And that's not something you get when you beat, an everyday team or a team that's even on your level. You have to beat a team that's better than you and in a big game. And that's exactly what happened. It was not a huge game, but it felt like it really did. It felt like a vital World Cup qualifier, and World Cup qualifying is very, very close. There's the CONCACAF Gold Cup in about a month, and that's a big tournament, and World Cup qualifying begins after that. It is a big time right now for this national team, and there's no better moment for them to pick up a win against a good Honduras team, and then to go on and beat Mexico, being the best in the region, with their full strength lineup this time, or very close to it. They had a few players out with injuries and other things going on, but as did the U.S. for that matter. When you lose your starting goalkeeper, then hey, the playing field gets a little bit more level. This is a major, major win for Greg Berhalter's team. For Christian Pulisic to score at the very end, he was quiet throughout the tournament, but for him to score and feel for him, I'm sure like the weight is lifted a little bit off him to deliver a trophy of some kind for U.S. soccer. And this really does feel like it is that foundational sort of win that this team can build upon and that they can grow and they can look back and give them confidence. Mexico is not the best team that they'll face, say they get to a World Cup. There is Brazil, there is France, there is Argentina, who are a bit of a mess right now, but there is Spain, there is Germany. There are those teams, but Mexico is very much up there. Mexico is very, very good, and they've been better the last few years, last several years really, than this American team has. But on the night, the U.S. team was better when they needed to be, and I think that this is a confidence-building performance. What we saw out of a young U.S. team, average age only 24. This is a young team that now has a signature victory and now can go about future competitions knowing that they can beat great teams. It is an exciting time indeed, and I hope that they can follow it up with one more trophy, and I hope that if the Olympics do go on, I've got my own thoughts on that over on the blog, so check that out. I hope that our women's team can bring home a gold medal as well, and we can really make this a fun summer for American soccer here, as it's already starting to shape up to be a very, very interesting one indeed. So thank you guys again for bearing with me today. Plenty more content coming today as I'm trying to get completely caught up. Thank you so much for your patience. I hope you guys have enjoyed all of this. Found this all to be an enlightening and enriching experience. I kind of doubt it, but nevertheless, I hope you all enjoy it today. Hope you all have a wonderful day. And I'll have more coming tomorrow on this and my other platforms. More on the other platforms tonight. It's going to be a late night, going to be really burning the midnight oil tonight, but just wait for updates. It's good. It's gonna be good. I don't lie. I'm not gonna let you guys down. All right. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna really, really try, and we're gonna have some fun. So anyway, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow, Wednesday, June 9th. And then until June 9th, in a bit,